Honey is a useful product of natural origin. It is used in many areas of life, in cooking, in cosmetology, in medicine. Honey consists of 80% fructose and sucrose. 20% of its content are amino acids, water and minerals. Honey is considered a sterile product, and its useful substances are preserved for a long time. There are many legends about honey. The first of these confirms that the famous Hippocrates lived to be 100 years old because he always ate honey. This product is then not in vain called the food of the gods, because many people are famous for their own longevity. Another version says that the philosopher Democritus, who wanted to commit suicide, was able to achieve his dream. He planned to die on the holidays and procrastinated until the right day by inhaling a honey aroma. As soon as he stopped performing such a ritual every day, he died immediately. Cleopatra was the first woman to use honey as a cosmetic. She was the first to realize that honey makes the skin soft and velvety and eliminates wrinkles. Recipes for youth and beauty from Cleopatra are still popular among women around the world. In ancient Rome and in ancient Egypt, honey was an alternative currency. In the diet of astronauts, honey was added as a mandatory food item. Natural honey contains almost all micronutrients, and in its composition it resembles the plasma of the human blood. Honey is able to release serotonin, which helps improve mood and add happiness. This treat contains the amino acid tryptophan, which will provoke an increase in insulin. It will make up for the lack of those hormones that affect the psycho-emotional state of the person. In ancient times, the inhabitants of hot countries used honey as an alternative to the refrigerator. At that time, they smeared fresh meat with honey and buried it in the ground. The average American consumes 1.2 kilograms of honey per year. In Spain, honey was specifically added to breast milk substitute for babies who were anemic. The history of honey is closely intertwined with the ritual of death. Everything is that the ancient priests used this product as one of the components for embalming mummies. This is how honey nectar became an expensive commodity on the Egyptian market. Thanks to numerous experiments, it became clear that the constant consumption of honey increases immunity. This type of product is considered a natural antiseptic that can fight disease-causing bacteria. The most expensive honey is created in Israel. For 1 kilogram of honey life mel there you can pay more than $150. This is due to the fact that honeybees in this country feed on extracts of Echinacea, Eleuterococcus, and other plants with strong immune-stimulating functions. In ancient Egypt, honey was also used in marinating foods. It was also added to the world's first beer. Honey can eliminate alcohol from the body. The consequences of raucous parties can be easily removed by a sandwich with honey, which is eaten on an empty stomach in the morning. One bee must fly around 100,000 flowers for it to produce 100 grams of honey. The 460,000 kilometers that bees travel when they collect nectar to produce 1 liter of honey. Most honey per capita is produced in Ukraine. Honey should not be heated above 50 degrees. Otherwise, it will lose all of its own useful properties. In certain areas of Greece there was a custom: the bride would soak her fingers in honey and make a cross before entering her new home. This ensured the sweetness of her marriage, and especially in her relationship with her husband's mother. A special form of drunken honey is blue honey, which people prepare by dipping pieces of mushrooms into ordinary, non-poisonous honey, which cause mental changes. Honey is found in many modern drinks with European roots. These include mulled wine, grog, and punch. Darker varieties of honey contain more nutrients than lighter varieties. The phrase honeymoon was created in Norway. There, newlyweds had to eat honey and drink honey drinks for the first month after their wedding. When Tutankhamun's tomb was opened, an amphora of honey was found in the tomb. Honey is used equally for both obesity and weight loss. The key processes that take place in the formation of honey are the decomposition of sucrose into fructose and glucose, and the evaporation of water. The earliest image of bees collecting honey dates back 15,000 years ago. This drawing was on the wall of a cave in eastern Spain. In Greek mythology, Cupid soaked his own arrows in honey. Thus he filled the hearts of lovers with sweetness. For many thousands of years, honey and fruit were considered the only delicacies in Europe. That's all. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and watch for new releases. See you on the channel. All the facts.